Good morning. My name is Leanne, and I'm here to tell you a Bible story. I'm so glad to see you this morning. But I don't want to tell my Bible story here today, sitting right here. I want to tell my Bible story somewhere else. Do you want to go with me? Okay, come on. Here we go. We are going to go right over here. I built a fort to tell our story. Will you get in my fort with me and I'll talk about it? Look, I just took chairs and I put a blanket over my couch and some chairs. I put a pillow in there and I'm going to tell our story in there. So come get in the fort with me, okay? Okay, come on in. Oh, here we go. Oh, look, it's nice in here, isn't it? Okay, here we are. We're inside my fort. It's so cozy in here. Do you know why I wanted to tell you a story inside of my fort that I made out of a blanket and some chairs? Because today's story is about Moses. Remember yesterday, or the last time you heard one of these stories, Moses went up to the mountain and got the 10 Commandments. But God needed somewhere special to keep the 10 Commandments. So God had an idea, and God said, Moses, I want you to build a huge fort, like a tent, only we're going to call it the tabernacle. And that is a place where you can go and worship me. And so Moses built a tabernacle, and it was like a giant church made out of tents. And it could be taken down, and it could be moved whenever God told them to move it. Wouldn't that be fun if we could move our church around? I could bring it to your house and then your house and then your house. That would be really fun, wouldn't it? But the tabernacle was a special place, and it was a place where the people could go and feel God's presence. And you know what? I think forts are like that. When I sit under here, I just feel all alone and quiet, and I can think. I think God had a great idea building a tabernacle. And if you ever get stressed at home and you feel like you need a place to get away, you could make a little fort and a little tent and sit in there too. Now I want to tell you something else. Jesus used to wear a thing called a prayer shawl, and it is kind of like a tabernacle. A prayer shawl was just a piece of cloth that Jesus wore around his shoulders. Now, I don't have a prayer shawl, so I just used a towel. But when Jesus prayed, he made a little tiny tabernacle by putting that on his head, and he would be still, and he would close out the rest of the world, and he would spend time with God. So when you get stressed at home, I want you to remember the tabernacle. You can build a tabernacle of your own and just go sit in there. Or if you don't have time to build a tabernacle, grab anything. Use it like a prayer shawl. That's what Jesus did. And when you get stressed out and you get angry and you need some time, just put that on your head, shut out the rest of the world, and spend time with God. That's what the tabernacle was for. That's what prayer shawls are for. And when you get stressed out, go tell God about it. But don't forget, sometimes it helps if you shut out the rest of the world. Thanks for coming and hearing my story today, and thanks for coming and playing with me in my tabernacle. I'll see you next time, okay?